can't find the YouTube video.
If they're going to do one for Escape from LA.
They should, because I know that movie gets a bad rap, but I enjoy it. I don't care. I really enjoy Escape from LA. It's not perfect, but it was cool to see Stay Pushkin back, and they tried to doing something different. I would love to see them do Scream Factory, get a hand on Escape from LA as well.
Even though Escape from LA is actually more action-oriented than Escape from New York, so it might be Shout Factory, which is the more action-oriented division of Scream Factory.
Mm-hmm. You know that movie Silent Rage with Chuck Norris?
Silent Rage with Chuck Norris. I've heard of it. Yeah, isn't that the one where it's like Chuck Norris's take on like a slasher film?
Yeah, it's like he's battling a killer. Like that's kind of like Michael Myers. It's about.
Imagine that Chuck Norris doing the roundhouse kick on Michael Myers.
That would be awesome. They actually made they actually took the footage of that movie and some of the Halloween movies, the second one and the first one, and they actually made like a movie with it. I'm not sure if it's still on YouTube, but it's called Chuck Norris versus Michael Myers, and they did an excellent job to make it look like he was actually fighting Michael Myers, putting the scenes together. They did an excellent job.
That'd be cool.
Sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch that.
Oh man, I watched that in a heartbeat, man.
And speaking of Shout Factory and Scream Factory, I kind of wish that Shout Factory would get the rights to some of like New Line Cinema's older films.
Yeah.
How much of a great job. But of course, New Line Cinema is a Time Warner company, so that means Warner Brothers has them.
Yeah, I'd like to see more what else they can do with it.
Yeah, because this year's like how many years since the Ninja Turtles movie came out? Like 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, Scream Factory should get their hands on that because those people are too lazy to do it. Scream Factory should do that. They should definitely do that. They're the ones to do it.
Yes, one for Ninja Turtles and also for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they can. I can see them doing that because these other companies, these big companies, they're too lazy and greedy to do it. Yeah. Besides, the Blu-ray. I'm sure, Matt, you looked at on Facebook. I posted on about the Blu-ray for Mortal Kombat and my thoughts about the format that it was in.
Yeah. But what's the deal with that?
Basically how I said that the picture quality for the most. What's the deal with that?
Oh, hold on. Are you guys still there?
Yeah, he said what? Yeah, that's what he said. What? Yeah, he's still here.
All right, cool. I thought I lost you there for a minute. Sorry.
Yeah, he was asking what was the deal with it? Yes.
Yeah, basically, the picture quality for the most part is decent. It's not. It's not really the most high def transfer. If you took this transfer and put it on a DVD, there wouldn't be much of a difference really.
Okay.
The sound quality is kind of okay at times. There's like sometimes where it sounds really good, but then there are times where the dialogue sounds kind of quiet. The worst part of the Blu-ray though is the special features. There are no kind of special features whatsoever except for this crappy cartoon that they released around the same time.
Like, what's up with that?
God.
That's like just cheaping out. Like, at that point, you shouldn't even make a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my goodness.
I know.
And plus, you know, it is a great movie. It's a great, and it's also a great cult classic.
I guess technically, yes.
Yeah, so it's just weird for them. You
Yes,
know, it would just seem like you would want to do it justice by giving.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess by default it is kind of better than the DVD, but that's not saying much, though. You know.
Yeah. That sucks. I hate that when they just cheap out like that.
Same thing, kind of same. And the same thing happened with Ninja Turtles, except, you know, Ninja Turtles is actually, the way how they treated that movie is worse. Because at least Mortal Kombat had something on its Blu-ray, not much, but still that little cartoon. Ninja Turtles just has a trailer on the Blu-ray.
Ah, that sucks.
That's bullshit.
And from what I heard.
And especially like how much
the picture quality.
Oh. Especially like how much they really like how much effort went into making the first Turtle movie. You would think that they would put something out.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially with the new one coming out.
Not to mention that this movie, yeah, exactly. And not to mention that it's been 25 years since this movie came out. And not to mention that it was also one of the highest grossing movies of that year, 1990.
Yeah.
It was like on the 10. But,
yeah, of course, it was known as one of the most successful independent movies of all time.
Yes. And this was when New Line Cinema was an independent studio before they got big with like Lord of the Rings and Seven and all those movies.
Yeah, I remember that one coming out. That was huge. Everywhere you looked, it was turtles, man. Turn on TV, turtles here, turtles there. That awesome TV spot with Michelangelo.
Yeah,
God, I love being a turtle.
I remember that too, man.
You know.
I remember that too.
That was wicked.
I was one of the people who went to go see it.
Yeah, me too. I went to see that.
I was one of the people who went to go see it.
I went to see it with my brother-in-law. He took me to see it. It was like wicked. It was cool.
Wow, awesome. Of course, me being born a bit later, like in 1995, I didn't see it until I saw it on VHS, thankfully, as a kid. And I had the VHS for quite a while. And I do remember it had some commercials on the tape, like a commercial for Pizza Hut and a commercial for the cartoon.
Oh, that's wicked. That's wicked.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about old VHSs is that you get to see like these old previews and commercials before and after the film.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll even put music videos for the film soundtrack.
I remember picking up the soundtrack for that one too. It was like a pink tape.
For Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, it was wicked.
Yeah.
It was wicked.
Awesome. Yeah. And also the VHS that I have for Mortal Kombat that has a commercial for the Mortal Kombat 3 video game, which just the commercial itself is pretty freaky, but it's cool at the same time.
Wicked. Yeah, Mortal Kombat in the theater was amazing. People were just going nuts.
Yeah, I can imagine.
When that music kicks in,
yeah, my brother actually went to see that.
Yeah. And Goro. Goro was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. My brother actually saw that movie in the theater with his father at the time. Around that time, I was just born, so I didn't get to see it in the theater, but thankfully I got to see it when it came out on cable and eventually on VHS and DVD.
Yeah.
Did you play the games before you saw the movie or after?
I was very familiar with the games before the movie, actually. In fact, I remember prior to the film, I was playing Mortal Kombat 3 on the computer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when the first one came out, it was like boom.
But you know,
like I remember like a lot of controversy with it, where parents were like, "You're not allowed to play that game." But you know, it was kind of tame.
Yeah, I remember that controversy
compared to now. Yeah.
It let that game led the way to other violent games with controversy. That was like the first big video game controversy. That game led the way to the games that we have now, like with Grand Theft Auto and those type of games. Mortal Kombat.
Uh-oh. I think I lost you guys.
yes.
Oh, I lost you guys there for a minute. Oh no. Sorry, I lost you guys.
No problem. Listen, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh no.
So yeah, we were talking about the. So Matt, while we were gone, we were talking the rivalry between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah. I think people should embrace them both. Honestly, they're both like,
Yes.
you know, they were game changers, both of them. And it's like, you know,
They were pretty much the pioneers of fighting games, tournament fighters.
yeah. What I want to know is the story of Street Fighter 1. What happened? What was that about? Like, how it came up when it came over here, it was only Street Fighter 2.
The story, you mean like the in-game story or what?
Like, the first Street Fighter, was that only in the arcade? Or was that actually on platform back then?
It was in the arcade, but then it didn't see much of a console release, but then it did make its way into the TurboGrafx 16. But, this is a but here. For the TurboGrafx 16, they changed the title to Fighting Street